Fakes the pitch. He'll carry it. He busts through. He's got one man to beat now, and he may go. He's trying to pour it on. It's one man to beat. Can he catch him? And he doesn't. At a first play of scrimmage, Scooter Robinson goes 80 yards for a touchdown. And talk about a man who needed to step up.
Well, no doubt about it. We said it before the game that Scooter Robinson needed to step up in this football game. There is going to be an extra a penalty for the little celebration, but I think Coach Moore will probably give him that. That's what the Tornadoes needed. They needed a little bit of lift right there, and what better lift can you get from an 80-yard touchdown run on the first play?
You got to like it for the Tornado fans.
And I don't say that often.
Well,
and there's a penalty apparently on the extra point attempt.
They marked.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Hammond after the touchdown. And it'll be a 15.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
On the extra point.
Added on. Might not be a problem for Moore, and doesn't look like it is. As it clears the uprights, and just like that, the Tornadoes go up 7-0.
Well, that's just what the doctor ordered, and I tell you what, not only that, there again, that was an extra long, extra point that they've had to do so often. However, Daryl Moore was up to the task, and that strong leg that he has. Tornadoes take a 7-0 lead with 11 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
Tornadoes will kick it off. Daryl Moore will kick it off for Hammond High Tornadoes, and he's been a weapon all year. As he's put most of them back in the end zone, they'll need it here tonight. Back deep to receive for Slidell will be Robbie Green. Also number 5, Roger Darden, the cornerback. And number 24, Ty Titlow, the leading carrier for the Tigers last year. Daryl Moore's got it set up.
Well, you know, nothing we'd like better than Daryl Landry to go ahead and kick this one into the end zone. Slidell's got to be a little shocked right now. That's just not what they thought about. But, you know, they've been a seasoned team, and I would think that they're going to probably come right back out and do what they normally do.
It's going to be a short kick, but it's got a lot of hang time on it. They'll pick it up. It's Green at the 10. He squeaks through and almost carries through. He'll be down about the 27-yard line. Tackle there, Antonio, number 47. So we'll see how that Hammond High Tornado defense fares here tonight, which I had some questions all year long.
Well, you know, that guy was one step away from tying this game right back up. I've seen that before, Benny, a couple years ago in Hammond's Jamboree. They kicked off, scored a touchdown, and the other team kicked it off and scored right back. So Tornadoes just need to bow their necks up and play good defensive football right here.
Tornadoes making some changes defensively. Jackson, he'll give it out to Green. He'll be stopped, but not before he gets a nice pickup. Stopped there by Rashawn West.
Tackle made by number 36.
Good defensive stand right there. It's going to bring up second down. It was called about 7 yards. Thus far, the Tornadoes look like they're ready to play a little football tonight. And that's all it takes for them to step up. They're definitely talented. And just to find out what this Slidell team has.
And it's going to be saved. It is not moved quickly.
Quarterback Steve Jackson under center. Second down and about 5 to go. Say a long 6. They'll give it to the first man through the fullback. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. It was number 31, Joey Williams, on the carry.
Good field there by the linebackers. It's going up about a third down and about 4. But the Tornadoes are rising to the occasion, playing good defense. Now, the thing we've got to watch out for right now is the elusive quarterback, Steve Jackson, as you alluded to earlier. A fine athlete, a 3-year starter, all-district player. Not only can he pass the ball, he can also run it.
Well, I think that's what you need to watch here as a quarterback draw. And when he's back there looking for an open receiver, if it's not one, he can tuck it and run it. They give it to the first man through on the waggle. And that's Green. And
Denlow is knocked out of bounds.
Antonio Garner on a stop. He didn't give up as he ran across field, but That's been the nemesis of Hammond High, the big long runs all year.
Well, it has. And, you know, that's the play that Ponchatoula was successful and Covington also successful.
Boy, they scored their 80-yard touchdown run on.
Yeah, it certainly is. And it's, you know, Antonio Gardner didn't give up, ran him down, and he could, you know, save the touchdown. And, you know, who knows, a good turnover right here, the Tornadoes get the ball back. But, you know, you're exactly right, Benny. That's what's been their nemesis, and that's the long run.
It's it. Jackson will give it to the first man through. He'll be stopped after about a 1-yard pickup. Number 32 carry that time, Miguel Pettisclaw. And they have a bunch of running backs. They've already used 5 thus far.
Well, I tell you what, Slidell program is definitely on the rise. They're getting better every year. Coach Wayne Groves has installed a good program, and people are wanting to play. And, you know, it's good to see Slidell doing that. Of course, we want to see the Tornadoes pull a victory out of here tonight.
They need to stop Slidell right here. About the 11-yard line. It'll be second down. Jackson barking out signals. He'll give it to Green. He'll get about 2 on the carry, maybe 2. Stopped there by Turdell Promise.
Robbie Green.
Turdell Promise is one that they definitely miss. It's good to have back. And Daryl Moore was also in there. So, you know, Daryl Moore is playing his second starting game at a defensive back, doing a real fine job.
He is give it to the first man through. That's number 10, Sammy Spear. He gets close to the goal line where he'll be stopped.
Well, from our angle, Benny, it looks like he's going to be short of about a yard. So an interesting call here on 4th down. It looks like it's going to bring up about a 4th and 2. It looks like they're going to definitely go for it. Definitely in field goal range. We saw the field goal kicker earlier. He can definitely kick the ball a long way. But they're going to either go for it or perhaps even try to draw the Tornadoes offside.
Well, I think that's going to be their first option right here, is to draw the Tornadoes off sides. We'll see what they do here with 8:30 remaining in the first quarter. Tornadoes up 7-0. Slidell driving inside the 10. Give it to the fullback. He looks like he's going to even score. It's going to be close to the goal line. He's got the first down, but he'll be short of the goal.
Very close to the first down.
You're right. It looks like it is going to be a first down, Benny. First down and goal at the 2-yard line. Tornadoes played a pretty good defensive series, although Slidell somewhat gambles. Probably not a big gamble early in the football game to go for it, 4th and 2. They got a lot of confidence in their offense, but definitely going to be a first down and goal from the 2-yard line.
It'll be Jackson with 2 backs behind him. He'll put a man in motion. And Tigers score right there as it's number 31, Joey Williams, on the touchdown. With 7:50, Joey Williams goes in on the 2-yard run.
Well, Hammond had the big play, the one play drive, 80-yard Scooter Robson run for a touchdown. Then Slidell had a big play themselves, about a 60-yard gainer, and then went ahead and punched it into the end zone. So pretty good football so far.
Number 83 will try the extra point, David Asker, and he hits it way up. There are flags down.
It's going to be a roughing the kicker, Benny, and that'll be assessed on the kickoff, and that's probably going to be a 15-yard penalty.
It's going to be a personal foul, and they'll
illegal procedure against the Tigers.
Illegal procedure, no roughing. Okay, well that's why I'm not trying to be an official right there, but they're going to have to kick this one over.
sit down. Thank you. Well, I tell you what, it didn't look by his leg like it's going to be
it must have been offsetting penalties, Benny, because they're back at the 3-yard line. So
Asker once again will get another try. The holder is Farron Allen. Snaps up high. Tornadoes were all sides that time.
Okay, well, it's going to go again. Now, wait for the indication. Hawkeye Benny says it's going to be offsides against the Tornadoes.
The far left side was, right side actually was off, but we'll wait and see.
So it is going to be offsides against the Tornado. They've made 3 attempts at kicking this extra point. Now this is going to bring up, move the ball to about the 1.5 yard line. There's a very good chance that Slidell could go for 2, but they look like they're going to elect to kick it.
Well, they've been running the ball. You never know, but that penalty was on number 22, Donald Dykes, and he'll stay in this time. Kicks up, and it's over the track.
So after all that, they finally do score, and after with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter, the score is Hammond 7, Slidell 7. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. Tallow Tire, your full automotive service center located in downtown Hammond, has the new Goodyear Wrangler ATF utility tire. Tallow Tire also rents Ryder trucks and vehicles. So for professional service, tires, or Ryder trucks, go by and see David, Richard, and Bubby at Tallow Tire at 201 South Kate in Hammond, or call 345-2010. That's Tallow Tire.
All right, we're going to kick it away here. Asker will kick it away for the Tigers. Antonio Garner and Randall Edwards will be deep to receive for the Tornadoes. 7:50 remaining in the first quarter. We've already had 2 scores. We're all knotted at 7. Asker has it teed up.
Asker put a real good foot into the ball last time, and you know there's a slight breeze at his back, and it's a pretty pleasant night for football.
It really is, compared to the way it's been the first couple of weeks.
Looks like the Hammond band may have gotten lost on the way here, so they hadn't quite arrived. They're coming up now.
It's a kick. It's going to be a nice one. That's going to go deep into the end zone, and the Tornadoes will start it at the 20 as it becomes an automatic touchback.
I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Jimmy Owens. Go with a winner, Farm Bureau. For all your insurance needs, home, life, health, auto, IRA, go by and see Jimmy Owens at 109 Minnesota Park in Hammond, or call 345-9002. Jimmy Owens, Farm Bureau. Go with a winner.
All right, Hammond High will get a chance here for their second offensive play. As you see, they're going without the huddle. Going to kind of just walk up to the line. Back in the wishbone. They'll give it to the fullback, first man through. He piles his way. He gets about probably 3 or 4 yards.
Carol Landry on the run. That's a run up the middle that he's done so well. Try to keep him honest. And as we mentioned, Kinchin's not in there tonight. He'll be out for at least 4 weeks, maybe up to a little bit longer. So they're going to have to make do without him. And, of course, that first play, Scooter Robson did. But they got KO back there and Randall Edwards and some of the other guys and to fill in. They can do a good job.
All right, they'll shift it around. Still going out of huddle is Cale in motion. They'll run it. Quarterback keeper, he might have got 2 as he stopped there. By big number 85 from Slidell, Nick Moore. Brings up a third down on it. Third down and 5.
Ideally, I think what the Tornadoes would like to do, of course, they'd like to score quickly, but on the other hand, sustain a nice long drive and start working on their offense and take a lot of time off the clock.
That's what they need to try to eat up some clock here. Now they go back to basically the wing T look. Robinson will send Edwards in motion. He'll lose the handle, pick it up, fumble. It's all over the place. But you know what? It might have been recovered just inside. Might be a first down.
Yeah, the way where it was fumbled, it looked like it's going to be a first down. I didn't catch who picked it up, but excellent heads-up play and keeps the Tornado drive alive.
It does, as the Tornadoes get a break right there, get a first down. So it's 1st and 10. They'll be about the 31-yard line. Michael Long is one receiver. The other receiver is number 8, Ryan Wood. Quarterback keeper, he'll get about 3.
Well, going to that well again, Scooter Robson, they're starting to key on that play a little bit and, you know, maybe look for some kind of reverse to come up.
Well, you think that Scooter's trying to take this on his back right here and make some things happen by himself, but he's He's picking up positive yardage as he picked up about 4 yards on that play.
Well, not necessarily, but he knows he has to step up. And the last 2 games, he had so-so games, and like you mentioned earlier, stepping up, just what he needs to do might help him.
Quarterback keeper, he'll try to get outside. He does, and he'll be close to the first down.
Well, we knew that Hammond was going to run the ball a lot. We wasn't sure that it was going to be Scooter doing most of the running, but thus far, he's doing a good job. It looks like he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. With 5 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter, we're tied 7-7.
It'll be third down and about 1 yard to go.
Scooter has got his backs in the wishbone. Ryan Wood spread over here. Michael on the other receiver. They'll give it to Carroll Angie, the first back through, and he'll pick up the first down and a couple more.
Carroll is such a bull once he gets forward. I've never seen a guy that runs like he does, kind of straight up and down.
Eric Dickerson.
But he's hard to bring down, and he keeps his legs pumping the whole time. Thus, he continuously picks up positive yardage.
He's been a bull every time he's touched the ball this year. And Hammond High fans may remember last year in the playoffs where he had a couple real big games, especially against Wassman. Hammond shifting, calling all their plays from the line right here. Setting, it's Robinson. They'll send Edwards in motion. They'll run the option this side. Looking for somebody. Still got the ball, and is he down? They'll mark him down.
Well, Scooter looked like he was trying to pitch that ball to number 27, Randall Edwards. Edwards may have been a little bit too deep for the pitch, and Scooter wisely ate the ball. You want to make a big play, but you don't want to do anything foolish and turn the ball over.
Randall, that's exactly right. Randall needs to come down the line with him a little. He drifted, and I think he's over there, and that's what the coaches are telling him right now. All right, we've got a new back in the backfield, number 46, Brandon Smith. Him and Kale, along with Landry. Robinson still in quarterback. Smith will go in motion. He'll roll out. He's under heavy pressure, and he's sacked by big number 61, Cyrus Bates. 5'8", 240.
Well, low to the ground, but he can move. I was about to mention that they had yet to attempt a pass, and that time when they did, it looked like Slidell was thinking the same thing. They came out with a little bit of a blitz and caught Scooter for about a 8-yard loss.
And they were going to the air that time on a rollout.
He's third down and about 19.
It's third down and 19 to go with 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. We're all knotted at 7 apiece. Hammond High and Slidell here from Slidell, Louisiana. Edwards in motion. They'll roll out. Scooter looking. Tosses it, and it's in and out of the hands of Wood.
Pretty nice pass. It was on target. Wood had to lean out to catch it. Probably a catchable ball, and it would have been right at the first down marker. Good play calling. Nice pass.
Well, Darrell Moore will punt it away for him, and I'm back deep to receive is number 10, Sammy Spear, and also number 20, Robbie Green.
To punt for the Tornadoes.
Nice snap. Moore gets the ball. He punts a beautiful punt. And Robbie Green will call for a fair catch at about the 23-yard lines.
And the Tigers will take over. First and 10.
The Tigers will take over at their own 25.
About a 42-yard punt, Benny, against the wind with no return. Couldn't ask for any better than that. I've got a chance to also thank another one of our sponsors. Good luck to the Tornadoes from Dixie RV Center, located at 318 North Morrison Boulevard. For all your sales and service needs, go by and see Huey Husser and the gang at Dixie RV Center. With years of experience, Dixie RV is prepared to meet your every need. That's Dixie RV, your Hammond RV dealer.
All right, Steve Jackson. Give it to the first man through. Robbie Green, and he's down as he slips. He might have lost a yard.
Looked like he had a chance to pick up some yardage there. Slipped. We saw a lot of slipping last week. These fields haven't had any rain on it hardly at all. They start getting hard. They almost get to be like concrete, kind of hard to cut on.
It'll bring up a second down and about 11 to go for the Tigers. Tigers have yet to go to the air.
And we have a timeout on the field for Slidell.
And Slidell will call timeout with 1:53 remaining in the first quarter. 7-7, we're all knotted up.
Slidell High School Bing.
All right. Slidell, after that timeout, we'll go back to action with two backs in the back. Green and Spear. Jackson rolling out with the ball, looking down. It's complete. And Dykes is there for the stop. It's complete to number 10, Sammy Spear. Pick up at about 4 on there. Bring up a third down and about 8 to go.
Pretty nice pass, a safe pass, but Dykes was right there. And we commented last week, great speed, good coverage guy, but what a great open field tackling that he does. I'm sure there's going to be some big-time colleges, and I'm sure they are looking at him.
Nice play by Dykes. It's third down and 8 to go. Tornadoes have the Slidell Tigers pinned back at their own 26-yard line. Jackson under center. Long count, he'll roll out to the other side. Throws it deep, got a man wide open, and nice play by Antonio Garner.
Well, the guy was definitely open. Antonio Gardner had taken a step up, but he came back, adjusted well, knocked that ball away, or that would have been a big gainer.
Well, he had a man in front of him it was responsible for, but once he saw where the ball was going, he reacted real quickly to the ball in the air and made a nice play.
Well, you know, that's a tough defensive stance to play, that position where you got to be as deep as the deepest and wide as the widest. And it's a very tough position to play, but Antonio Gardner, as you said, made a very nice play.
So it brings up a fourth down. Michael Long will be back deep to receive. Asker will punt it away. Not a very good punt, but it looks like it's going to get a Slidell roll. And it does. All the way down to about the 17-yard line where the Tornadoes will take over first and 10. Flag is down.
There is a flag down at the 40.
And Tornadoes have a man down, number 73, Turdell Promise.
We don't want to see that go down. That ball was end-over-end kick. Didn't look like it had much, but it ended up being about a 53-yard punt. There's flags down and a Tornado down. Let's hope he's okay. We don't need to lose anybody else.
Looks like a knee. His shoulder has been a problem, but they're working on it.
Indicated against Slidell.
So it's going to be face mask against Slidell, holding against Hammond. So they're going to negate each other, and they're going to have to kick it again. And of course, that's good news for Hammond after about, like I said, about a 53-yard punt. Waiting on the status of Turdell. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to go and take a quick break.
It was a 56-yard punt.
All right, we'll re-kick it right here. As Asker will punt it away, Michael Long to receive. He set it at his own 40-yard line.
Fourth down.
And
now they buck it back to
those penalties definitely help Hammond's field position right here. Nice punt, though. He's going to call for the fair catch.
Fair catch softball.
And Michael Long, who hadn't been sure-handed this season thus far, may come up there with a nice catch when we needed him.
Well, it certainly did. And not only that, Hammond gained about 20 yards on that exchange because of the penalties. Turdell Primus got up while we were away, walked off the field gingerly. Let's hope that he can get back into the game.
Yeah, I don't think the Tornadoes can handle too much more of that injury bug biting on them this early in the season. Well, Scooter Robinson is going to get one play off here before the quarter expires. We've got 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Scooter sends Edwards in motion. They'll run the option back to far away. It's Carroll Landry, and you know he'll just bullet his way for about 5 or 6 yards, and they'll call him down.
I tell you what, I don't know if bull's the right answer or mud trucker or steamroller or something, but he just keeps going. And he's going to end up picking up about 5 yards after he was hit initially at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by Carrolls. He picks up a hard 5 yards. Bring up a second 5 to go for the Tornadoes. Hey, Scooter's just going to let the clock run out. That's what he'll do, and the Tornadoes will walk it the other way. as we'll start the second quarter. Okay, we're set back for second quarter action. Hammond High on offense has the ball. Second down and 5 to go at their 41-yard line. Send Kale in motion. They'll run the option to the far side. Scooter breaks one tackle, gets the first down, and a couple yards more.
Robson carrying the ball.
Got to be very impressed the way Scooter's playing. I tell you, it's a big improvement over what he had last 2 weeks. And I knew that it would take him a little bit of time, you know. And had he played, or the whole team played just a little bit better, you know, they would have had a little bit better results. But I knew Scooter would eventually come into his zone, and it looks like he's starting to do it tonight. Because there's no doubt about it, he's a great athlete.
Scooter Robinson doing a good job tonight. 11:38 remaining in the first half. We're all knotted at 7. Hammond High in the wishbone. They'll give it to Carroll Landry. He'll get about 2 this time before he stopped there by number 34, Andrew Pash.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Bill Hood Automotive, who proudly supports Hammond High School athletics and invites everyone to come by and see the new diverse line of 1998 models coming in daily. Also check out our weekly specials on the internet at www.billhood.com.
Hammond remaining in the bone. It'll be second down and 8 to go for the Tornadoes. Quarterback, keeper, he's breaking a tackle or two. Picks up about 4 yards on a nice run.
Well, Benny, thus far they've pretty much kept the basic fairly simple. And what they've done so far, it's worked pretty well. You got to figure they're tied up right now 7-7 with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Good field position. You got to feel that they're doing everything just about right, and they're really playing a fine ball game. The problem that Hammond has had has been in the fourth quarter, is where they have been getting beat. So if they can stay close and just change a little bit, they very well could come out of this game ahead.
Well, we're going to see right now. We've got the ball on the Slidell territory as Robinson has his team in the wishbone. He'll drop back looking. He's pumping. Nobody's there. He just tosses it out of bounds wisely.
You know, that was a good play. Scooter, instead of trying to make something happen, something that wasn't there, or to force one and have a turnover, he wisely, as you said, threw it away. Now they're playing a game of field position. Hammond's going to kick the ball away. Daryl Moore with a strong leg.
Daryl Moore will punt it away. Back to receive will be number 20, Robbie Green from Slidell.
It will be 4th down and about 4.
So it's 4th and 4. Nice snap. Flag goes up. Beautiful punt.
Hammond.
back of the end zone.
Great punt.
There's a flag down, though.
Benny, that ball traveled about 58 yards in the air. Now, there's a flag on the line of scrimmage. Very well could be Slidell offsides, but let's wait and see what the call is. A legal procedure against Hammond. Now, do you back him up here, maybe have the ball inside the 10, or do you go ahead and take, refuse the penalty and go ahead and set up offense at the 20-yard line?
We'll see what Coach Wayne Grubb will do right here. He's going to decline, and he'll take the ball at the 20-yard line.
Also, like to take a chance to thank another one of our sponsors. Come to Hammond Tire and see the most advanced tire in the market, the Yokohama Abbott Tire Line, with 60 and 80,000 mile warranties and a 30-day free money-back guarantee. Hammond Tire, located in Hammond Square, guarantees the Yokohama is the smoothest riding, quietest tire you'll ever put on your car, or your money back.
Your money back. Steve Jackson. He's been money in the bank for Slidell this year. They'll run it out quarterback. He's got one man open. He tosses it, and it's missed, handled, as the pass was intended for number 19, Major Richmond, and that was a beautiful play.
Excellent pressure put on by number 60, Dijon Carter, and Rashawn West. Good pressure. It was a good pass, just incompleted, but, good tornado pressure.
Tornado's putting a little pressure on tonight. Jackson will bring his troops up. It'll be second down and 10 for the Tigers. That's going to be legal motion. That'll push them back even more.
Thus far, Slidell doesn't look like the fine-tuned machine that we've heard about. they've set themselves back with some penalties, and looks like they're going to do it again right here.
The penalty is going to be illegal procedure against Slidell, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That'll push them back, and it'll be 2nd down and 15 to go for the Tigers. Coach Moore going with a nickel, putting Chad White in the ball game here. Extra man back there. Jackson under center, 3 backs behind him. They'll send Green in motion. They'll give it to Green.
Ball given to number 31.
Actually, on the carry was number 31, Joey Williams.
You know, it was good fake. I was watching the trailing back going around, but it didn't really fake the Tornadoes out. So 3rd down and 9, set back at their own 20-yard line with 9:22 left. Hammond, Slidell tied 7-7. Good ball game thus far. Tornadoes are playing really well.
And I noticed that Turdale Promise is not in there. 3rd down and 10 to go for the Tigers. They'll send a man in motion. Quarterback rolling out, looking down. He'll fake it and keep it. You know that. And he will, and he'll stay on his feet. And he'll be short of the 1st down with about 7 yards, so bring up a 4th down situation.
Excellent coverage on the field by Donald Dykes and company. The quarterback, really, Steve Jackson, couldn't find anybody to throw to. Waited and waited, had pretty good protection, decided to run, couldn't pick it up. Just real good Tornado defense. And as you said, I think the defense is stepping up and know they have a task to play tonight, and they're doing a good job.
Excellent job thus far tonight.
For Slidell, number 89, Tommy Puckett.
Tommy Puckett will punt it away for Slidell. Back deep to receive is Michael Long. It's a returnable ball. If Michael can get to it, he'll slip. He'll pick it up. He can really run. We'll see if he can get something going. There's not much there.
Michael Long picking up the ball. And
tell you what, these balls are really flying, and not so much on that one, except they got a very good roll, about a 52-yard punt there. So the Tornadoes and the Tigers are playing field position.
By Tommy Puckett.
Tonight's game brought to you by Wall Street Tavern and Grill, located at 216 West Thomas in downtown Hammond. Enjoy oysters on the half shell as well as lunch specials, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Joey Shalacy invites everyone to come for great food and entertainment. And coming soon, Jordan's on Kate.
All right, the Tornadoes will split 2 receivers to the right side. They'll quick pitch it to Landry. He'll be stopped there by number 31, Pache, Andrew Pache, who's been the main man in the middle tonight for the Tigers.
Yeah, a new wrinkle right there. And as we saw last week, Benny, that the Tornadoes are starting to go to all kind of different offenses, not afraid to try anything. And basically they're trying to find out what's going to work best for them. Although they're not putting a lot of points on the board tonight, 7 points, and it is a tie ball game. But they are somewhat moving the ball and look a little sharper tonight.
Their execution is a little better, there's no doubt about it. Back in the wishbone. Quarterback with a nice pitch to Kale. And he'll be hit pretty hard as he's driven out of bounds there by number 5, Roger Darden, who is a cornerback with a lot of potential.
Well, notice how much better Scooter ran that option that time. Made the pitch at the correct time. A gain of about 6 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. So this is something that the Tornadoes can definitely pick up, and this is where you want to be. 3rd and 1 is not that hard to pick up. It's those 3rd and 5s and 6s and 7s that are tough.
A flag down.
There's a flag down.
Well, from the applause across the way for the Hammond Tornado followers, it looks like it's going to be offsides against Slidell, so that's going to be a 1st down. Probably credit that one to Scooter Robson and his voice inflection on calling the signals.
Tornado 40-yard line.
So Tornadoes get to their own 40-yard line. Will be 1st down and 10 to go. We'll see what Coach Mike Stan, offensive coordinator, and Scooter Robinson have up their sleeve for this series. Scooter under center, send Kale in motion. They'll pitch it to Kale. Kale trying to get a block.
To number 20.
Pretty good block there that time by Michael Long. just didn't quite turn the corner quick enough. We'd also like to thank tonight's game sponsor, Hammond High booster Tom Anderson. Tom Anderson, real fine booster, alumni of Hammond High. We appreciate him helping us bring this broadcast.
It seemed like that play was pretty well executed. That they probably should have got a few more yards in that, because we had an open side of the field for inside that cornerback. As you said, Michael Long with a nice block. He's been a nice blocking receiver most of this year. They'll run the option the other way. Scooter with not a lot there. In fact, he's going to be hammered for a big loss. And that has been the big problem with the Tornadoes this year.
You know, up until this point, Scooter has taken what he could get, trying not to make the very big play, but that time he did turn the ball back in and, you know, subsequently came up with a little bit of a loss.
We've got a Slidell player down. All right, Tornadoes will be faced now with a 3rd and 11.
Be interesting to see if they do indeed go back to the pass. Look like Scooter might be setting up into the shotgun.
And that looks like what the Tornadoes will do. Scooter Robinson in the shotgun, looking for Michael Long. Wait, with a nice move there. Scooter's going to get. He's going to get close to the first down. He's got it.
It's going to be very, very.
No, he's going to be a little short.
You know, and as we said, you know, Scooter sometimes tries to do a little too much, but that time, you know, he did a lot, and it's going to be so very close. You know, he made that on pure athletic ability.
And Scooter's down, and that's enough. It doesn't look good. It's not a good sign for the Tornadoes.
So while we're waiting on to see, let's wait and see if it's a first down or not. Like I said, Benny, if it's going to be a first down or it's going to be short by an inch or two. It's going to be very, very close. And it is going to be a first down. Scooter's down, so we're going to take a quick break while we...
Well, they'll wait as Scooter Robinson makes his way off the field on his own. We'll have to find out how serious that injury is at halftime. In to replace him is the young sophomore, Brady Sledge, who watched in a couple JV games. Last night looked pretty good. First couple games, he was kind of learning the system. But, you know, right here, Jeff, they're going to probably have to go to a lot of with the run and just give it to Carroll Landry that first time, as he'll bull. And, hey, Brady got in there and tried to push the pile.
Well, I don't think there was hardly any surprise right there. You definitely don't want to bring a sophomore quarterback in there and just come out slinging. So, real safe play to get his hands and get his feet wet. You know, just, you know, a quarterback center exchange sometimes is tough with a new quarterback. But Sledge does stay in there, and they're going to go ahead and run their offense. 6 minutes left in the half, and Hammond and Slidell all knotted up at 7.
Scooter will get under center with Anderson. They're back in the wishbone. Probably take a look at how he runs the option. And that's what we'll do. Landry with a big run. He breaks through the hole. He's got one man to beat, Roger Darton, who can run pretty good. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tornadoes.
Well, you know, just when you needed a big play, Scooter gave it to us in the first half. Then Carroll Landry comes back and gives it to us in the second. That's exactly what the Tornadoes need. I tell you what, I'm so very impressed that these guys are stepping up. You know, and Coach Moore said it on the radio last night that his seniors have got to step up. And if it didn't step up, well, they're going to find somebody that would. But they've stepped up tonight. I think they've heeded the call.
That's Scooter Robinson and Carroll Landry with both big plays for the Tornadoes. Darrell Moore will try the PAT. Brandon Smith is the holder.
Number 7, Darrell Moore, to attempt the point-after touchdown.
Snaps down, it's up, and it's beauty. Tornadoes go up 14-7 with 5:11 remaining in the first half.
We'd like to thank David Alvin. David Alvin invites you to come by the Royal Oak in Seville Plaza in Hammond. Royal Oak carries a large line of polo by Ralph Lauren, Nautica, suits, sport coats, and formal wear for all occasions. Royal Oak also features tuxedos and a special wedding package for the future bride and groom. Royal Oak in Seville Plaza. Tonight's game also brought to you by Tallow Tire. your full automotive service center located in downtown Hammond. Goodyear tires and utility tires. Tallow Tire also rents Ryder moving vehicles. So for professional tires, service, Ryder truck rental, go by and see David, Richard, and Bubby Tallow at Tallow Tire, 201 South Cate Street in Hammond, or call 345-2010. That's Tallow Tire.
Advertisements, of course.
Go by and see the Tallows. Daryl Moore will kick it away for the Tornadoes. We're waiting a whistle. There it is. And it's a nice one, and I think that'll make it back into the end zone. It does, about 3/4 of the way. Slidell take over at their own 20-yard line. Last time Hammond scored on a big play, Slidell answered right back. We'll have to see if the Tornadoes can hold them this time.
Well, they certainly did. And this Tornado, I can't say enough about this Tornado defense so far. But the only problem is we know that they've got a lot of injuries, and just how long their stamina will keep them in the ball game. Leading 14-7 with 5 minutes and 41 seconds left. I'm really impressed, Benny. To be honest with you, it's not quite what I had expected up to this point.
No, I got to agree with you right there. Jeff, it's been a little different than anticipated. Jackson gives it to the first man through. He gets about 3 yards, stopped there by Daniel Sledge.
You know, I'm a little bit surprised that Slidell hadn't really opened their offense up yet.
If you remember last year, they didn't open it up to the very end and went all the way down and made a mistake. But last year, they really opened it up late in the fourth quarter and picked up some positive yardage. But we haven't seen it here tonight. They are capable of throwing the ball because their passes have been on the mark. Their receivers just haven't been able to hang on to the football. Second down and about 7 to go. They'll give it to Green. Green looking for some room. He's got it. Plenty of room.
Robbie Green gets about 10 yards on the
Shoestring tackle there about there again. That's that same play that they broke the long run on. That's the same play that the Tornadoes have had trouble with all year. I'm not sure what exactly is the cure for it, but they just, probably need to box down just a little more.
Those ends are getting suckered in on that play, and it's leaving a lot of room to run. They'll give it to Talley. He'll break a tackle and fall down. That is Joey Williams. And Slidell's moving the chains.
Well, that was just very good execution on the part of Slidell. Hit the hole very, very fast. Was hit, broke a tackle. Luckily, he didn't take it a little bit further.
Once again, Daryl Moore on a stop, and he's made a lot of stops in the last 2 weeks since he's been inserted to that starting defense. Dykes back deep at safety. They'll give it to Green again on the same play, and this time he stopped only after about a 3-yard pickup. Nice tackle by number 24, Mark Mashburn.
Well, it really was, but I tell you what, Marvin Jones stepped up. He didn't make the tackle, but he went ahead and hit the leading blockers, and that allowed the rest of the linebackers to come up and pursue and make the play. So what you got to do is at that point of contact, you can't give up. You've got to get in there and fight.
Actually, it's Josh Brooks, number 24. Brings up a second down and 8 to go. Jackson with 2 backs behind him. He'll move Green. He'll roll out, looking downfield. He throws it, and it's incomplete. Dykes. Pass was intended for number 19, Major Richmond again, and it was really pass wasn't really catchable.
Well, it looked like incidental contact. The Slidell people wanted a penalty there, but I don't think, in my opinion, that there was one warranted.
Brings up a third down and 8. And I think
third down and about 7 yards to go for him.
I'm going to call it, Jeff. I think they're going to run the waggle off to the left side. Well, no, they have to run it. They're switching around. They'll run it to the right side.
Ted Lowe with the ball.
Ted Lowe's going to be stopped short as Sledge grabbed a hold of his jersey. And then also, there was Purvis right.
Freshman was at the point of attack, didn't make the tackle, slowed him down enough, but, you know, you got to be really impressed with these Tornadoes. They've really come back.
The ball is at the
3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Michael Long will be deep to receive. Tommy Tuckett will punt it away for Slidell. Tuckett with a nice end-over-end punt. Wisely, Long will let it bounce. It takes a Hammond bounce and stop there by Darden, and the Tornadoes will take over 1st and 10, then about their own 12-yard line.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Jimmy Owens. Go with a winner, Jimmy Owens Farm Bureau. For all your insurance needs, home, life, health, auto, and IRA, go by and see Jimmy Owens at 109 Minnesota Park in Hammond, or call 345-9002. Jimmy Owens Farm Bureau, a winning team. Good luck to the Tornadoes from Dixie RV Center, located at 318 Morrison Boulevard. For all your sales service needs, go by Dixie RV Center and see Huey Hustler and the gang with years of experience. Dixie RV is prepared to meet your every need. That's Dixie RV Center, your Hammond RV dealer.
Scooter Robinson back in the ball game. That's a good, bright sign for the Tornadoes. He'll take it on a quarterback keeper, or maybe a little miscommunication between him and Landry. It's hard to see from this vantage point, Jeff.
Well, you definitely don't want to make a mistake down here. You're up 14-7 with just about 2 minutes left in the half. You want to just try to pick up a first down. Being this deep in your territory, you'd pretty much say that you'd like to run the clock out. And don't get me wrong, they could break a big one, but the odds of that aren't as great or are greater than just maybe running the clock out.
So, Scooter got two backs behind him and a receiver split to each side. Now they're in the bone. They'll give it to Landry and they'll just ride him down as the clock goes down.
Well, as you can tell, they're definitely prepared just to run the clock out, and Slidell is going to go ahead. It looks like they're going to call timeout. So with a timeout on the field, Hammond leading 14-7 with 1:56 left in the half. We're going to take a break too.
3rd down and a long 6 for the Tornadoes. Slidell basically in a prevent defense there. Scooter Robinson with no backs behind him. Only one, Carroll Landry. He'll give it to Carroll Landry. Carroll will pull his way for about 4 yards. It won't be long enough for the first down. And Slidell's going to call timeout. They want the ball back and a chance to punch it in.
Well, they do. Maybe even go for a block punt. We'd also like to thank another one of our sponsors, Bill Hood Automotive. Proudly supports Hammond High School athletics, invites everyone to come by and see the diverse line of 1998 models coming in daily. Also, check out our weekly specials on the internet at www.billhood.com. Come to Hammond Tire and see the most advanced tire on the market, the Yokohama tire line, with 60 and 80,000 mile warranties and a 30-day free money-back guarantee. Hammond Tire, located in Hammond Square, guarantees the Yokohama is the smoothest riding, quietest tire you'll ever put on your car, or your money back.
The Tornadoes will be punting right here. Darrell Moore will punt back deep to receive. There's number 20, Robbie Green. Robbie giving Darrell a lot of respect as he's way down the field at about his own 30-yard line. Nice job by Darrell Moore. He gets off the punt. We'll see what kind of, it goes out of bounds. But Roger Darden in right there.
I tell you what, it looks like that ball's going to be spotted probably somewhere around the 45-yard line. Looked like Coach Eister tried to kick it down the field a little bit. But that ball would have been blocked, but he made a great move to prevent that. So it is going to be first down from the 45-yard line. Slidell's ball with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the half. Hammond holding a 14-7 lead.
Jeff, you know, besides that last series, well, after that last series, Hammond has went over 200 yards rushing in the first half. I don't think they've had 200 yards rushing in the first two games.
Well, like you said, you know, we miss Kinchin. We'd love to have him, but other guys have got to step up, and thus far they've done. Look like they're splitting into a pass formation. We're going to see just what Slidell's got. Steve
Jackson will he'll give it to Green on that Play to the left side. He's running hard, knocked out of bounds, stopped there by Antonio Garner, the cornerback, with a nice stop, picks up about 3. The main thing is he didn't get out of bounds.
Well, he really didn't. Slowed down there by Marvin Jones. Jones made a nice play, but, we need to make those type of tackles when we get a chance. Minute and 17 seconds, and the clock continuing to tick.
Jackson will give it to Cy Shetler.
I tell you what, just good gang tackling. Marvin Jones again, along with number 16, Mark Travis. The Tornadoes are playing a lot of defensive players. They're substituting a lot, trying to keep some fresh legs, and everyone seems to be rising to the occasion, playing good defense.
It'll be 3rd and 2 with about 45 seconds left.
West had a chance right there. Clock stops. He gets out of bounds. West had his hands on Jackson, lost him right there. Nice pursuit. But Jackson wisely throws the ball to his out man right there.
Well, nice play. 38 seconds left in the half. Ball's going to be spotted around the 29, 28-yard line. Carol Landry coming back in for defense. Slidell, I think they have 1 timeout remaining, but they're getting close to field goal range.
Carol Landry in at the middle linebacker, Jackson. He'll take a quick 2-step drop, tosses it out to the back, gets out of bounds. He gets close to the steps out of bounds, clock stops, and only 4 seconds off the clock.
Well, that's such an excellent play. Just run your wide receiver a quick down and out. Very hard to be intercepted. It's a real safe play. If your guy don't catch it, it goes incomplete. You pick up about 7 yards, and you only run 4 seconds off the clock.
2nd down, 5 for the first down. 32 seconds remaining. Hammond winning 14-7 here as the first half comes to a close. Jackson looking back, looking to throw to the sideline. He does, and it's incomplete. He was out of bounds when he caught it this time. So
pass by Jackson is incomplete. Start out of bounds.
It'll bring up a 3rd down in about 5.
A little bit better pressure that time by the Tornado defenders. 26 seconds left in the half. You would think that Slidell is going to have to pick up about 5 or 6 more yards for a first down.
Jackson's got 1 back behind him. He'll take a 3-step drop, pump. It's a pump and go. And if the receiver finds the ball, it's going to be a touchdown.
Well, that's a timing pattern all the way. Number 11 that time, Farron Allen, ran a pretty nice pattern, but he looked up just a little bit late, and when he did, I think he got caught into the lights, didn't see the ball. Big break for the Tornadoes. Looked like Slidell's going to try a pretty good-sized field goal.
Asker, we know he's got a strong leg. 47-yard field goal. No, actually a 40-yard field goal.
David Asker with a 40-yard attempt for the field goal.
It's up. If it's long enough,
It is.
it's good.
That's a new thing that you see in high school, probably over the past 5 years. Earlier, field goals were basically unheard of. Now you got some guys, these soccer guys, that can really kick the ball, and it's become an added weapon. So with 12 seconds left in the half, the Tornadoes are up 14-10.
Well, the Tornadoes will get a chance for a run back here. I imagine Coach Carmen Moore will probably sit on it after that.
Well, you would think so, and you got to think he's got to be pretty proud of where he is right now. He's got 2 of his starting offensive players on the bench. As a matter of fact, he had his starting quarterback out when they scored their 2nd touchdown. So with everything that's going on, 14-10 lead, he's got to be pretty happy with himself and his team.
I can't disagree with you right there. Antonio Garner back deep to receive. He's a track guy with some speed. The only problem is Asker's put them all in the end zone thus far.
Tonight's game brought to you by Wall Street Tavern and Grill at 216 West Thomas Street in downtown Hammond. Enjoy oysters on the half shell as well as lunch specials. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Joey Shalacy invites everyone to come for a great food and entertainment. And coming soon, Jordan's own Kate.
Tornado, Slidell contingency here. They're into it. This one won't make it to the end zone. It's Randall Edwards. He loses a handle. He'll pick it up. Not a lot of running room. He's hit. Stopped at about the 24-yard line. Well, we've got 5 seconds remaining.
Well, not much doubt what the Tornadoes are going to do here. I'd be very surprised if they did anything but kneel on the ball. Tonight's game also brought to you by Hammond High Tornado Booster, Tom Anderson.
Tackle was made by number 42, Irvin Weathersby.
Well, Scooter Robinson, he's in for the play. They'll just huddle around him and snap one time, I imagine. And go to the dressing room. And that's what we'll see. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half of play here in Slidell, Louisiana, where the Hammond High Tornadoes are up 14-10 over the Tigers.
number is Space Day. Card of the week is the lovely daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wallace Jackson. Card of last week was Ashley Anderson, the lovely daughter of Mr. Tom Anderson and Miss Nikki Anderson.
For the second half action, Benny Lutine along with Jeff Davis here. The Tornadoes up after one half of play, 14-10 over the Slidell Tigers as they visit Slidell, Louisiana. And Jeff, what do you think were the keys for the Tornadoes in the first half?
Well, some of the biggest keys were no turnovers and playing just smart football, smash mouth football, patient football, and then they broke a couple long ones. So that really, and not only that, we got to talk about that defense now. Defense has played very well. Just the whole team has risen to the occasion. My question is, can they keep it up for 4 quarters?
We hope they can. We'll wait and see as Darrell Moore tees it up for the Tornadoes. Back deep to receive for Slidell will be Robbie Green, number 5 Roger Darden, and number 24 Ty Tetlow, who was the leading rusher returning from last year's team. Slidell, a very big, strong, and physical club. Tornadoes, small and quick. Moore awaiting the whistle, and we'll... There it is, and we're set for second half action. As Moore gets a kick up, it's going to be returnable at about the 5. It's Green looking for. He gets stopped at about the 16-yard line, where Slidell will take over 1st and 10.
Good coverage there by number 13 Ryan Vial and number 83 Charles Robinson, and another tackle in on there. That's what you need. Those underclass guys stepping up. Good tackle.
Good job by the young guys. This Tornado defense played extremely well in the first half. Antonio Gardner with a couple big plays. And the linebackers played very, very well. Probably their best half of the year thus far. Steve Jackson is the cornerback. He's been on the mark tonight. He'll give it to the first man through. That'll be number 31, Joey Williams, to pick up about maybe 2.
Slidell seems to be content to stay with their offense also. Trailing 14-10, 11 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Nothing fancy, just staying with their offense.
Steve Jackson does such a good job with the fakes. You have a hard time following the ball. Jackson. Nice run there by Joey Williams. And Antonio Garner runs him down.
Great cut. Well, it was a good cut. It was good blocking at the Atlanta scrimmage what really set that play up. Good speed by Antonio Garner and run him down. You know, you can bend, but just don't break. And hopefully the Tornadoes will get a turnover or stop them on down.
28 yards. Tackled by number 47, Antonio Garner.
So it'll be 1st and 10 just on this side of midfield. Jackson gives it to Robbie Green. He may have picked up 2 before he stopped there by number 40 for Hammond High, who's had a pretty good game tonight, Marvin Jones.
Well, he really was. I was fixing to talk about him. Marvin Jones, 170-pound sophomore, stepping up, doing a good job. We've called his name several times, playing real good defense.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8 to go for the Tigers. Jackson barking out the signals. 3 backs. They'll send 1 in motion. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to hit at the line, but he'll carry himself for about a 3-yard pickup. There on the stop is Rashawn West.
Also, number 66, Chardell Primus.
Tackle is made by number 36, Rasheed West.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down, and we'll say a long 4.
Actually, Purvis Wright, I've yet to see if Chardell Primus is coming back into the game or not.
Jeff, I don't think he's been back. He's been plagued by injuries so far this season. Jackson sends his men. He'll give it to Green. Nice block. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down.
It's going to really depend on the spot. It's probably going to be with the old pull out the chains and check it out. It looked like a Tornado had a shot at him to stop him in a minimal gain, but didn't make the tackle.
Referees will call timeout, and they'll bring the chains across the field.
Tonight's game sponsored by Royal Oak. David Allen invites you to come to the Royal Oak in Seville Plaza in Hammond. Royal Oak carries a large line of polo by Ralph Lauren, Nautica, suits, sport coats, formal wear for all occasions. Royal Oak also features tuxedos and special wedding packages for the future bride and groom. Royal Oak in Seville Plaza.
It's going to be 4th down and short.
I don't think there's any doubt right here. I believe you go for it regardless. Anytime you're that short, you got to have enough confidence in your offense to pick that up.
Jeff, you see they bring back in number 49 to play linebacker, Carol Landry.
I don't look for much more than a quarterback sneak here.
I got to agree with you right there.
Tornado 43-yard line.
Jackson under center. Look for him to maybe just dive over. That's what he does, and he gets it on the 2nd.
No doubt about it. Anytime you got to pick up just such a short yardage, it's almost impossible to stop.
So it brings up 1st down and 10, and this could be the most important drive of the ball game. Usually it sets the tone for the 2nd half.
Well, it does, and Slidell's done a pretty good job. Hammond gave up one long run, but yet they didn't break on that. So they're playing tough defense. They're making Slidell earn whatever they get.
Jackson under center. He'll give it to Ty Tedlow, and Carol Landry with a big stop.
Well, good penetration by the whole Hammond defensive line led by Carol Landry. Good stops, bring a loss of about 2 yards. You know, it's a tough place to call a ball game here. We're here up in the stands, sitting with the crowd, and to say the least, they like to move around a lot.
It's a motley crew.
Loss of 1 yard.
All right, it's a loss of a yard, bring up 2nd down and 11. They'll give it to Sammy Spear, and he stopped at about the line of scrimmage.
Good hit there by Carol Landry to finish him off. Started there by Dan Sledge. Dan Sledge kind of lost him, came back and got him, and then the rest of the Tornadoes finished him off. And that's what you're going to need. You need team tackling and pursuit tackling. Tornadoes are getting it, much unlike that we saw, or put it this way, a lot better than we saw in the first 2 games.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Asker goes to the far side. They got 3 backs in the backfield. They'll fake it. Quarterback's rolling out. He's got time. It's complete and good for the 1st down.
Just fine execution. Jackson had a lot of pressure on him. Delivered the ball out there, a strike right there. Going to pick up a 1st down. So, you know, you just can't stop real good offense like they have right there. Just a good play.
Asker tripped up the defensive back there and had plenty of time to make a nice catch and go out of bounds. This drive continues, and it's on 5 minutes now. Steve Jackson under center. He sends 1 man in motion. They'll do the counter. Stopped by Carol Landry and a host. It's Ty Tedlow on the carry. Pick up about 3.
Pretty good defense. They're trying to catch Hammond over pursuing a little bit. Came back with a little counter. Wasn't to be. Clock ticking down to 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Hammond holding a 14-10 lead. That's the way it ended at half. This is Slidell's initial drive. If you're just starting, if you're just joining us. Taking a lot of time off the clock, but I think that kind of plays into Hammond's favor.
Well, they don't want to have a lot of time out there. Slidell put up some big numbers the first 2 previous weeks. Jackson will fake it, looking down. He's got 1 man open. He's under heavy pressure, and it's going to be Rashawn West.
That's Rashawn West. We've seen him so close tonight, and that time he finally made the play. That time Jackson looked like he tried to shuffle the ball, but he was ruled in the grass. They stopped it. Good call there, and he's going to lose about 8 or 9 yards. So big play for the Tornadoes, just what they needed.
Tornadoes doing to others what they've...
they're going to rule that an incomplete pass. I'll tell you what, I heard a whistle way before that. That's just not a good call.
Horrible call. He blew the whistle 3 times and blew it for him to stop, too. Coach Moore irate on the sidelines. He's still letting the referee know. The reverse. He's got some blocking. Got the 1st. A little short.
That's going to be another close one. It's going to be a measurement. A good call. Hammond was pursuing. Josh Golden had a shot at him, just didn't quite have the speed to shut him down. Good backside pursuit by the Tornadoes. Going to be very, very close. They're going to rule it. It is going to be a 1st down. But this goes back to that bad, well, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say a bad call. The whistle had blown. Rashawn West basically stopped on the play, or could have slammed him to the carpet. He just threw the ball ahead, and they ruled an incomplete pass. So that call really hurt the Tornadoes.
19-yard line.
Tough call. 6:34 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Slidell's ate up some clock. Flag is down. Green on the carry. Antonio going on a tackle.
I believe this was going to come back, Benny. It's probably going to be an illegal procedure, a legal motion against Slidell. Let's wait and see what the call is.
Against the Tigers for illegal motion.
But I'd be just about willing to bet that just about as much as I'd bet that Miami didn't win last night.
I'll tell you what, big surprise in college football. Is it Pittsburgh is that good, or is Miami that bad? 0-2 and playing a lot of young kids.
Yeah, well, I think they're kind of decimated with injuries. I don't think they're that good, and Pittsburgh quarterback just had a whale of a football game last night.
15 yards to go. The ball is at the 24 yards.
It's first down and 15 to go there. The ball set at the 24. Jackson will be under center. He's got Green behind him and also Joey Williams. Jackson with a long signal call. He'll toss it to Sammy Spear. Spear picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Stop on the play that time by Rashawn West. Looked like Lance Patty got some penetration, just couldn't quite make the tackle, but that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. You'd want to think that probably Slidell's probably in 4-down territory here.
Second down and 10 to go. Jackson is your quarterback. It's Green and Spear. They'll give it to Green. Lance Patty, he's back there, but misses it. Tackle. Finally brought out by Marvin Jones is number 20, Robbie Green, who's doing a good job running the football.
Gain of about 3 on the play. Again, Lance Patty made good penetration just out of his grasp. We'd love to see him make a tackle back there. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 7, and thus far, Benny, it's probably going to be the biggest play of the game. Slidell has hung on to the ball the whole quarter with 5 minutes, 7 minutes with 5 minutes and counting going. Hammond holding to a 14-10 lead.
Jackson with 2 backs behind him. He moves them around, shuffles. It's Green and Spear. They send a man in motion. Quarterback's rolling out. Sledge has got it wide open. Is number 7, Blaine Besh.
We've heard a Besh name before. I tell you what, it was just a well-run pattern, almost undefendable. Also a great pass. So, you know, give credit where credit's due. Slidell performed a really fine drive here and a well-executed touchdown pass.
A fast play from Steve Jackson.
Nice job right there throwing the ball. As Besh was wide open.
After to
Fender about 5 yards away. They fake. Better come up and get him. I didn't think the defensive players were going to come and get him on there on the muff snap.
Well, you know, at first it looked like it might have been a fake. It kind of tricked me a little bit. Of course, my view was blocked. But, you know, that could come back to be a very big play for the Tornadoes. At the very least, it should be a little bit of a mental lift.
Set. Slidell will kick it off. They go up 16-14 with 4:16 on an impressive 82-yard drive right there. Big play there was the incomplete pass call. That's going to be at the 1. He gets the football. It's Antonio Garner. And what a tackle by Chris Chanette, a 5'8", 145-pound defensive back.
Well, I'll tell you what, good play. That time, Garner decided to try to bring the ball out. Looks like he may have, I don't want to speculate on the injury, but he is down. So with a player down the field, we're going to take a quick break.
All right, Antonio Garner gets off the field with no help. Probably just a little shaken up right there. Tornadoes will take over 1st and 10 in bad field position at their own 15-yard line. Scooter Robinson at the helm. Takes a long snap, gives it to the fullback. He'll twist, and he busts it through and keep it. He's got to get outside. He tries to cut back in, and he's tackled right there. But main thing is he hangs on to the football.
I tell you what, that faked me out also, Benny. I was looking for Carroll Landry up the middle, and out comes Scooter Robinson. Great run, big pickup. That's what the Tornadoes needed. They were backed up to the 15. Now they're out to about the 46. You know, you mentioned they were at the 15. Slidell just went on an 82-yard drive. Tornadoes can do the same. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Slidell holding a 16-14 edge.
Scooter had 101 yards in the first half of rushing. Quarterback keeper, he tries to cut in, he loses the ball.
Well, there again, that time he probably tried to do a little bit too much. There was definitely going to be a loss on the play. His choice was whether it was going to be a 2 or 3 yard loss or a 6 or 7 yard loss.
Back was by
We got a player down and got a referee timeout.
Jesse Gailey. And number 13, Jimmy Abrams.
We'd like to thank Tallow Tire for sponsoring this game. Your full automotive service center located in downtown Hammond has the new Goodyear Wrangler ATF utility tire. Tallow Tire also rents Ryder moving vehicles. So for professional service, tires, or Ryder trucks, go by and see David, Richard, or Bubby Tallow at Tallow Tires at 201 South Kate in Hammond, or call 345-2010. That's Tallow Tire. Go with a winner. Jimmy Owens Farm Bureau for all your insurance needs. Home, life, health, auto, and IRA. Go by and see Jimmy Owens at 109 Minnesota Park in Hammond, or call 345-9002. Jimmy Owens Farm Bureau, a winning team.
It'll be second down at about 15. They'll send Edwards in motion. I don't know what kind of pitch that was, but they lost more yards.
Well, you know, I want to think that possibly Randall Edwards is running just a little bit too deep of a route. Probably needs to be a little bit closer to the line now. Who am I to say? That might be the way he's being coached, but it sure seems like an awful far distance to pitch.
So it's third down and about 17.
You're almost forced to pass here, and the Tornadoes hadn't been forced to hardly any situations. They've passed the ball twice. They have no completions. So 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter, forced with a third, and was going to call it about 15.
Tornadoes will have Edwards and Landry in the backfield. Looking for a block. They'll rule him down.
He fumbled the ball, but he's going to be ruled down by contact. Looked like he had a receiver open on the near side, but he was being pursued pretty heavily. Made a good fake on the initial fake. Looked like he had a little bit of time, but the defense was just a little bit too strong.
Great series right there by the Slidell. They just stumped Hammond. They lost at least a yard on every play. Fourth down and about 25.
24 yards to go.
Moore needs to get away a great one right here.
Daryl Moore to kick.
And it's a pretty nice punt. Fair catch is a call. And it'll be Slidell take over at their own 25.
By number 10.
About another 42-yard punt. I tell you what, Daryl Moore is showing not only can he kick off, he can punt, he can also play a little defensive back too. And that ball turned over real well for him. About a 42-yard punt, no return. Can't ask for much better than that.
Not at all. Slidell with Steve Jackson will take over and try to have another nice drive here.
On a 45-yard punt by Daryl Moore. Tigers take over, first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
It's Green on the carry. He stopped. Might have got a yard. On the stop is Lance Patty.
Patty's been all around the ball tonight. Really played a good ball game. You know, he's been called, another one that's called to step up, and the whole Tornado defense has really stepped up.
Well, with the way that Turdell Promise has been injured most of the year, you're going to need Lance Patty to step up. Jackson under center. He's rolling out. He's under some heavy pressure. He tosses it, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage by Antonio.
Very good coverage, and actually a good play by Steve Jackson. That ball had no chance of being completed, but no, neither did it have a chance to be intercepted. Just threw it out of bounds. And that's one of the hard things to teach a quarterback. That's that you're not going to get the big play every single time. And he wisely threw the ball out of bounds.
So it brings up a third down and about we'll say 10, long 10. Jackson under center. He's got backs moving. Gives it to the first man too, and he stopped there and hit hard.
Ty Tetlow is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
By Darryl Moore.
Was that what it was? I couldn't tell exactly who it was, but I tell you what, made a heck of a defensive play. And a big defense stand by the Tornadoes with 50 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Tornadoes trailing 16-14. Just what the Tornadoes needed to do, Benny. They, it's reminiscent of the first half where it was a battle of field position. It looks like it's going to be that way again. Both teams have good punters and both teams have good defenses.
Back to punt for the Tigers, number 89, Tommy Tuckett.
Tommy Tuckett with the punt. Tornadoes going to get the ball in good field position about the 41-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Good luck to the Tars from Dixie RV Center, located at 318 North Morrison Boulevard. For all your sales and service needs, go by Dixie RV Center and see Huey Hustler and the gang with years of experience. Dixie RV is prepared to meet your every need. That's Dixie RV Center, your Hammond dealer.
We've got 22 seconds remaining in third quarter, Jeff, and Slidell just basically consumed most of that quarter.
Well, they certainly did. Looks like Hammond may be going to the well just a few times too often. Slidell starting to key off and tee off on the quarterback and trying to stop that option. But, it worked a few times. Fortunately, that time he's only going to lose about a yard.
Well, I tell you what, that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
But as I was saying, Jeff, I think that they realize that Robinson's going to be probably the main guy. He's got the most yardage. He's hurt them the most tonight. So they're going to key on him, and maybe they keep punching it to Carroll or get a little something going.
Well, the way this game's going, the way all these guys have stepped off, to keep keying on him, some unknown guy is liable to break a big one and make a big play for the Tornadoes. Tonight's game brought to you by Bill Hood Automotive, who proudly supports Hammond High Athletics and invites everyone to come by and see the new diversified line of 1998s coming in daily. Also check out our weekly specials on the internet at www.billhood.com.
All right, this is it, the final quarter of action, fourth quarter. Slidell up 16-14 over the Hammond High Tornadoes. Scooter Robson is your quarterback. They'll send Dominic Cale in motion. He'll run out, quarterback draw. He's hit hard. And he picks up about 4 yards.
Oh, pretty nice pickup. Looked like he had a chance maybe to break that one. I was hoping for a big play. Scooter's choosing to keep the ball most of the time, and I think right now he's making the best decisions.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 7 to go. They pitch it out to Carroll Landry. He's going to be bulling his way forward, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. I lost my view right there.
Well, yeah, there's definitely people moving around here, but let's see where the ball's marked, and it looks like it's going to be a 1st down too. So good pickup by the Tornadoes. 11-14 left in the game. Slidell leading 16-14.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes, and that's a nice play. Something we hadn't seen a lot of. Tossing it out there to the fullback. Anthony Mosley at one receiver. The other one will be Michael Long. They'll run the option, looking for nothing there.
Well, he looked like he wanted to pitch it a few times. Looked like he had number 20, Dominic Cale, open. Could have pitched the ball to him, chose to keep it. And after a good play, you're gonna lose about 4 or 5. So now the crowd stands up and dances. We're gonna have to stand up too.
Well, you can look at it this way. The options brought some big plays, and it's also cost them big. Second down and 14. Robson. He'll dance his way around, pick up a bunch, and hey, Pick up at 10. About.
Tell you what, that was just spectacular offensive ability, just athletic ability. Didn't look like he had much, and just danced and just really wouldn't be denied. So, you know, that really changes the scheme of things. That's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 3 at the 40-yard line. You've got a lot of options, a lot of different plays you can run. Matter of fact, you could even run. Well, we've got another player down. It looks like another Tornado player. We sure don't need to miss another one.
It's Scooter Robson.
So Scooter Robson is down. So as we wait the outcome of that, we're going to take a quick break.
Robson goes out the ball game. Brady Sledge will go back in.
About 3 yards to go for the Tornadoes.
Brings up a 3rd down.
New quarterback in for the Tornadoes.
Oh, Lord.
Crumbled and recovered.
Well, Coach Stan showed he wasn't scared to go with Brady Sledge. Pitch was a little bit wide, and unfortunately for the Tornadoes, it's going to bring up a punting situation. You know, Scooter Robson, as we were away, was helped off the field. Looked like he was limping. You know, whether it be an ankle or a leg, we can't speculate, but definitely looked like he was hurting a little bit.
Daryl Morrow punting away. Green's back deep to receive.
Back to punt for the Tornadoes, number 7, Daryl Moore. Back deep, number 20, Robbie Green.
Nice punt by Moore. Green signals for fair catch.
And it goes into the end zone.
It gets into the end zone.
Rolls into the end zone just barely. Green made a nice play to let it in there. It was a pretty gutsy move. Had that ball been about a yard shorter, the Tornadoes could have downed it on about the 1-yard line. 8 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. The Tornadoes have played good defense all night. Need to do it one more time. Can't afford to let Slidell go on another big long drive like they did to open the half.
So Jackson will be under center. Slidell shifts. They give it to Spear. He's hit hard. By who, I can't see, but he was nailed.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
Rashawn West.
Looked like it was Rashawn West. Hit him back after about a 3-yard gain. Nailed him hard, and that's what the Tornadoes need to do. Just keep hitting hard. Hopefully they'll get a turnover here. Help my memory a little bit, Benny. It's been basically a turnover-free ball game, hasn't it?
Yeah. We've got 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the contest. Slidell up 16-14. 2nd down and 8. Jackson's going to call timeout.
Timeout on the field. Slidell.
Tonight's game sponsored by Hammond Tire. Come to Hammond Tire and see the most advanced tire in the market, the Yokohama Avid tire line, with 60 and 80,000 mile warranties and a 30-day free money-back guarantee. Hammond Tire, located at Hammond Square, guarantees the Yokohama is the smoothest riding, quietest tire you'll ever put on your car, or your money back. Tonight's game also brought to you by Wall Street Tavern and Grill at 216 West Thomas Street in downtown Hammond. Enjoy oysters on the half shell, as well as lunch specials open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Joey Shalacy invites everyone to come for great food and entertainment. And coming soon, Jordan's on Cape. Also tonight's game brought to you by Hammond High Booster, Tom Anderson.
Well, Jeff, I tell you what, this is a big series here for the Tornadoes. They need to stop this Slidell team and get the ball back. Keep in mind, if it stays knotted like this, really all they need to do, they like to score, but they get in field goal position.
Well, they're kind of like you when we play a little basketball, Benny. You give them the ball, you don't want to give it back.
I only passed to somebody who was covered, so he'd give it back to me. Jackson throws it to the...
Jackson pass is complete.
Complete to number 25.
Good rollout pass, stopped by number 39, Mark Mashman. As our view is getting harder and harder to see with these kids standing up, but Looks like it's going to be a first down. So with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left, Slidell would like nothing more than to drive this ball down, take a lot of time off the clock, score, or give Hammond a long ways to go.
Hammond high. Needs a big stop this time. Jackson under center. Everybody's basically in tight. They split Asker out to the right side. They fake it. They give it to Spear. He's going to lose yardage. Hit by Dykes.
Hit initially by Purvis Wright. Purvis made a nice tackle, stood him up, and then they're going to give him forward progress. Then Donald Dykes just really came and laywayed him. We see that's the type of plays I like to see because those kind of hits can cause fumbles.
Spear, good job right there holding on to the ball. Back in the ball game is Blaine Besh, replacing Asker. They'll split Besh out to the left side. Antonio Gardner will cover him. Looks like the Hammond High Tornadoes may be sending somebody. Ball's on the ground. It's recovered by Jackson, so it brings up 3rd and 10.
Well, although we didn't recover the football, it is going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Hopefully the Tornadoes get the ball back. But here lately, this is where Slidell's been the most dangerous. When Jackson throws the ball, he's been pinpoint accuracy.
That last drive, Tornadoes got him a couple key situations like that, and hey, Slidell went down and scored. 3rd and long, and they executed. Asim Ruffin now into the ball game, number 3. Moving into the linebacker spot. Jackson, long count. He'll fake it and roll out. Marvin Jones is on him. He sacks him for a big loss.
What a big play that was. But there's going to be a flag. We're going to have to wonder if maybe that isn't a face mask. Coach Moore is going wild over there again. Now, help me with my math, Benny. If it's from the point of the spot of the foul, it wouldn't be a first down. However, in high school football, it could be an automatic first down. I'm not sure of that ruling, so let's wait and see what it's going to be. If it is, I tell you what, that's just bad luck, I tell you.
It's the point of the infraction. They're saying it's a flagrant one. You know, the referee have the option of a flagrant one or a 5-yard or a 15-yard penalty.
However, it's going to remain 3rd down. You know, that's the problem. So
just aren't following Tornadoes' way.
Well, you know, just great defense by Antonio, but just you know, a bad play, unfortunate face mask.
It'll be 3rd.
5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the ball game. Slidell holding a 16-14 edge over the Tornadoes. Tornadoes desperately trying to get the ball back. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 6. Benny, needless to say, they need to hold them right here.
Big series right here. This is a big play. Tornadoes faithful are on their feet on the opposite side of the field. Jackson, long signals trying to draw him off. He'll fake him. He's tripped up. He's under a heavy rush. He throws it up, and it's out of bounds.
Nice pass, nice catch, but the ball was out of bounds. Number 7, Blaine Besh, shows that he can play, but the Tornadoes did what they needed to do. I tell you what, it seems like the Tornadoes defense is getting a little bit tougher as it's going on. I'm not sure what the coaches have told them. We know the Tornado has a lot of pride, and they're doing everything they can to win this ball game. It's within their sights. Just need to put, you know, maybe even one more field goal on the board. That could win it.
5 minutes remaining in the contest. They go for the block, and they don't touch the kicker.
Fumble on the play by Edwards, but he recovers his fumble. So no real harm there because, you know, he probably would have been advised to call a fair catch there. But since he didn't lose any yards and didn't lose the ball, it's just about the same as a fair catch.
Big question is Scooter Robinson, and he hobbles back on. Looks like he's injured. Well,
he's back in, and that's showing a lot of heart. I just hope he's able to run and at full stride.
It's a toss to number 27, Randall Edwards, and he picks up about 5 yards.
Good gain, good play. We hadn't seen that a lot tonight, and you know that's a good call. I'm tell you what, there's a lot of leather being popped down there.
It's a very physical game tonight.
Both teams are hitting this what you'd call smash mouth football. Tornadoes proved they can play that too.
4:33 remaining in the contest. Second down and about 5.